Going for that filmic, cinematic, and dreamy effect? Not to worry, Dehancer is here. This may be a little different from the usual videos that I do, but this is my first ever sit-down review video. Before we dive in, just a quick heads up. Dehancer actually reached out to me to review their plugin, and it's an honest review, so I'm not paid. However, I am part of their affiliate program, so if you like what you see, then please feel free to use my code for 10% off of Dehancer products. Let's go! So, what exactly is Dehancer? In a nutshell, it's a powerful film emulation plugin designed to recreate the characteristics of various analog film stocks. It goes way beyond just applying a LUT. Dehancer simulates the entire chemical process of film, from the unique color science of different film emulsions to the subtle imperfections like grain, halation, bloom, and even film damage. It aims to bring that organic, cinematic feel to your digital footage right inside your video editing software. Dehancer is compatible with different editing softwares like DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe After Effects, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Lightroom Classic, Capture One, and Affinity Photo. Okay, so we're here with DaVinci Resolve 20. So before we dive into the actual editing, we're gonna go adjust a few things. So you have to open the project settings and find color science. Again, that's project settings, and go to color science and change it into DaVinci YRGB color managed, and then you unclick or uncheck the automatic color management, and then when you go to color processing mode, set it to custom, and then check the use of separate color space and gamma. So for the input color space, select DaVinci wide gamut for both input color space and timeline color space, and then the gamma for both would be DaVinci intermediate. The output would automatically turn into this. This is based from the Dehancer guide. I'm not so technical with all of this, but I tried my best to follow the Dehancer guide. So I already have a particular set of video clips that I wanted to try with Dehancer. Actually, the reason why I didn't edit this video, I had these clips for years already, but I have not edited it for my vlog because I wanted like a specific feel for the video, which I think Dehancer is able to do. I couldn't like get that feel in like the manual editing or the LUTs that I have. This was taken during our summer trip in Atok, basta sa Baguio, Philippines. As you can see, like it's a bit overexposed and we'll try to fix that. This one is already nice actually. I want to have like a dreamy feel for this, like you're actually in a dream or like it's a memory. So first of all, you download Dehancer and then you install it. It'll automatically be in your effects here in DaVinci Resolve. Oh, by the way, Dehancer is also available for Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, and a lot of other video editing softwares as well as photo editing softwares. So let's just click on effects, and at the very bottom you would see Dehancer Pro. I need to create more modes. Ayan, yeah. It's like kind of a layer thing. So the last layer or node is the Dehancer. So at the beginning of the video, we kind of transformed the color setting already, but you can still definitely do that. So you can just type color space transform there. Since we need it to be in the same format because we chose DaVinci wide gamut. When I first installed this, I had to download all the profiles for Dehancer. It would be here, and then it's gonna give you the option to download all. So it's like 63 profiles. So you can download that. This is what I was talking about, since we selected first at the beginning of the video, right? So you can choose here from source. This is in the Dehancer mode. I'm gonna try not to use any other nodes, but if this is your workflow, go for it. We did set it to DaVinci Resolve wide gamut. So, and it was intermediate. So you choose this so that we're in the correct color space. So here, from your source, they do cater to a lot of cameras. Let's say this was a Sony. Let's say this was taken from a Sony camera. So you can choose that, and then you can choose your camera here. Let's say it was ZV E1. So as you can see, it's like different, right? So each camera has their own settings, but we are sticking to DaVinci wide gamut intermediate. I have to copy this flow to my other videos. I've copied the nodes to every clip here, and I wanted to base first from this clip because it's kind of overexposed. Let's just try to use just Dehancer. So turned off the color space transform. So let's just go here to Dehancer. Actually, you can definitely edit just using Dehancer. Once we enable the film emulation from Dehancer, it's gonna change the overall look, and I'll just go back and readjust it if needed. So first we enable this, so it's already set to Kodak Vision 250D. This is the default. As I mentioned before, it's 63 profiles that you can choose from here. Just have fun with it, whatever kind of speaks to you. I only wish that when I hover my mouse here, we could see a preview so that we don't have to click each and every one of these for us to know if we like it or not. I'm just gonna quickly go through all of these. Just remember, when you're trying to edit the video clips, there is no right and wrong, because like, it's definitely by preference of what you want your videos to feel and look like. Because they really tried to emulate how film is developed. Each film is differently exposed, like how long it's exposed to the chemicals to get light and all. So there's also a push-pull, so you can see how much it affects the video clip. What I really like about Dehancer is that it's so customizable, that you can control contrast boost, gamma correction, all these. You also have film compression, where you can adjust these as well. So expand is where like you have your black point, white point. Print is where like there's different mediums on where to print your film before, if you've lived through that era. It also gives like a final feel for your video, so you can try different print profile. For color head, this is what we're more familiar with. It's usually in the usual editing apps like on our phone. I'm happy with that. And then, of course, we have film grain. What is cinematic emulator without a film grain, right? So the great thing about Dehancer is that it has its own algorithm. Like, it's not an overlay. It's not a lot. It really analyzes the photo on how grains would look like if it was in film. And depending on what profile you choose, 8mm would be grainier. So we can zoom, okay. And then 35. So as you can see, it's like a lot grainier with 8mm and 35. But I think I really like the 35 one. So you can actually adjust the amount. Halation. Oh my god, we're here. Halation. So halation is like that red halo. It's what gives films, cinematic movies a really filmic look. It's usually on the skin tone parts. Yeah, so you can see it on my hand here. So this is just like over exaggerated. Okay, let's say 70%. So now I'm not feeling so much the grain. I think it's super grainy now. So let's try. So one more aspect of like that cinematic filmic look is the bloom. is kind of like halation, but the bloom is that kind of outer glow. Bloom will be around contrast of your highlights. Right now, I really like it. Why is it on slow-mo? Film damage. So this is pretty self-explanatory. So let's turn it on. Just press custom if you want more grain, more global diffusion. It's definitely like something to explore, but I'm pretty happy with where it is right now. So yeah, it's really giving that vibe that I really want. So film breath is like a pulsating effect when old films like are on projectors, so it gives a pulsating effect. Gate weave, it's the wobbles. Overscan, oh my gosh, I really like this feature as well. If you do use this, what's good about it is that you can offset it. So offset Y, so you can frame it better like that if ever you want that. You can also have the gate shape. So again, this is neat normal, neat sharp, neat rounded, or it can just turn off and it's just gonna be like that. Spray this like that. One great thing about Dehancer is also you have a LUT generator. If you like the look that you've made like this and you wanna apply it to everything else, you can actually make your own LUT. I'm gonna copy and paste it to everything and then adjust accordingly. Oh my gosh, this looks so pretty. Wait, guys, this looks so pretty. Wait. But I need to up the exposure. Oh my god, the dreamy effect. I'm happy. I am so happy. Dehancer. Oh my god. Finally, the vision. It's coming true. So now that we've tried Dehancer as a plugin for that video we just made, let's talk about the pros and cons. So the first thing I like about Dehancer is of course its authentic film simulation. Dehancer offers a vast library of different film profiles depending on what you're going for. So whether you're going for that classic Kodak Vision 3 or Fujifilm or whatever it is that you're going for, it's most probably here in Dehancer. And what's great about it is that you can customize it to however you want. However, because of the extensive library of film profiles that Dehancer has, it might be a bit overwhelming for beginners like me. And maybe the only thing I wish is that it has a preview while we hover our mouse for the film profile, so you don't have to click each and every film profile to see if you actually want that film profile. The next thing I like about Dehancer is its customizability. I know I've mentioned this before on the film profiles, but actually it's not just on the film profiles. It's all of it. Each section or selection that you make or enable, you can actually customize it to however you like. Even though I'm a beginner, I had fun in navigating and discovering the different toolsets in Dehancer. It's really not that hard to navigate. Maybe the hardest thing is to choose the film profiles. One thing I did notice about Dehancer is that the playback is kind of slow, and I'm using an M2 Mac Mini. I know it's not the latest Mac here, but it can still handle some editing. So I don't know if this is considered like a con, but it definitely needs a learning curve both for beginners and professional. It's not a one-click solution like a filter that you just turn on and everything is fine and dandy. Even then, you just can't slap on a filter and go about your day. So you really have to take your time in learning or mastering each parameter from Dehancer. And of course, the elephant in the room is the pricing. So not everyone is willing to spend this much money on a plugin. However, they do offer different subscription choices. Also, they offer a lifetime license for $549. I know, it's a bit steep, but it is a lifetime license, and not every company offers this choice. Also, if you apply my affiliate code, you get to save 10% off your Dehancer products. So, who is Dehancer for, and is it worth it? If you're a colorist or a filmmaker that's striving for a more organic and nuanced film look, or maybe even someone who wants the film emulation tool all in one place, then Dehancer could be the right tool for you. The quality of its film profiles, halation, bloom, film grain, film damage, and many more is truly top tier. However, if you're a beginner, have a less powerful system, or maybe even on a strict budget, you can try exploring alternative tools that's already found in your video editing software. Ultimately, Dehancer excels at what it promises: bringing the magic of film into your digital footage. It all comes down to your budget, workflow, and how critical that film look is for your projects. So, what did you think about Dehancer? Let me know in the comments below. And once again, I'd like to thank Dehancer for collaborating with me on this video. And don't forget, we have 10% off on Dehancer products with my code. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to watch more content from me, and also ring that bell so you get notified whenever I upload a video. Let me know if you want more sit-down videos here on my channel. See you in the next video!